Creatives, welcome, Joseph Sarkar here, and in this video I want to show you 5 left-hand accompaniment patterns that you should know. So, having left-hand patterns ready up here can really help you in so many ways, whether it's reading from cheat sheets, lead sheets, you know, all the way through to composing your own music, and you need something in that left hand, a bed, so to speak, to support those beautiful sweet chords and melodies. So, learn them, store them away, and you will sound utterly amazing. So I'll show you all these patterns in a basic chord progression first, so you can actually learn the framework. Then it's up to you to apply them to all the chords, chord progressions that you know, however you wish. So let's dive in. This is left hand pattern number 1. So what's going on here? We're going to get that left hand into this power chord position here. We have a C and a G, okay? And this is going to form the basis. And what you do is you strike that power chord and then strike the top note afterwards, okay? So it's both notes and then top note like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And that top note adds in that little bit of movement, sounds really good, and it keeps pushing the music forward. It might seem fairly simple, this one, but I've seen beginners use it all the way through to professionals, you know, and it just entirely depends on how you play this and how you use it that really makes it effective, okay? So, left hand in this position, and let's see if we can learn a standard chord progression. We'll do a C, G, A minor, F chord progression to start with, and then of course you take this however you want. So, C chord, top note, okay? Then we move to the G position, G and D, G, 2, 3, 4, and then A and E, 2, 3, 4, and then F and C, 2, 3, 4, okay? So putting that together, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, before we move on, one last little thing in the right hand, and we're going to apply this to all of the patterns, so we'll learn it now, and treat it as an exercise, but take your right hand and just play octave Cs in the right, like this, on the third beat of the bar. Single notes if you want, but octaves if you can manage it. And check this out, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? Now, it's not a melody, it's not like it's just an exercise to get your right hand involved and give you something really nice to play. That C works with any chord that you want to play in the left hand, whatever chord progression you want to do this with, so super useful. Okay, so that's left hand pattern number 1. Let's move on to left hand pattern number 2. So what's going on here, we want to just extend that power chord position a little bit, and we're going to ride through the bottom note here, which is a C, sorry, and then the G, and then the top C here. Now watch this, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, see that? Now the trick here is, if you are struggling with octaves, you don't need to have that huge spread. You can roll your way into it like this. Okay, and it'll prepare you very nicely for the next pattern as well, for pattern 3. But that's it, guys, right? So, from here, let's see if we can apply this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the G position. So G, D, G, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, and F, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, a few little things here. You can actually simplify this, depending, of course, on your ability level or indeed what the music is telling you to do. But you can also slow this right down and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay? So there's that as an option. You can also add in the middle note again on the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Adding in the right hand, we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay? Beautiful pattern, really, really useful in a tremendous number of applications. Okay, so learn that stored away. Let's move on to a left-hand pattern number 3. So what we're going to do here is take our pattern number 2 and extend it just a little bit. And this is where technique becomes quite important, right? So, but if you can get it, it sounds absolutely amazing. And the trick here, I'll play it first so we get this C, G, E, like this, okay? So it's very similar, right? This was pattern 2. And all we're doing is we're extending this C up to the 3rd note, the E above, right? Okay? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what this does is it adds in this element of whether it's major or minor, we're adding in that 3rd note. And the beautiful thing about this is that, check this out, if I played a triad down here, right, it just sounds muddy, it doesn't sound particularly pleasing, okay? But if I take that 3rd note here, this E, and I shove it up an octave here, like this, now all of a sudden we have this richness, this beautiful kind of, well, rich sound, okay? And I can move that anywhere I want, even down here, yeah? So that's why it's super useful to add in that major or minoriness to our chords, even if we're playing quite low. So that is left hand pattern 3. If we add the right hand in, check this out. 3, 4. All of a sudden now, we have some real kind of music taking shape here. Don't forget, if you're really up for it, you can add that middle note in as well. One last thing to mention here on technique wise is, again, you need to roll through this, because there's, you know, I understand that doing that stretch all in one is really, really tough. So again, start at the bottom and roll into it. You can either use your 2nd finger here or your 3rd finger. Play with it, experiment with it, see which one works for you. Okay, I tend to gravitate towards the 3rd finger, but I can use either, and I don't even realize when I'm switching. So play with it, see what you do. Now then, on to left-hand pattern number 4. This one, we're going to switch to a 3-time or 6/8 time. It doesn't really matter which one you think of it as, it just depends on the feel, I guess, but we'll call it 6/8. And this is a go-to Einaudi one, all right? You see Einaudi use this all the time in a number of different scenarios, but it's super, super cool. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. How good is that, yeah? So it's almost following on from our pattern number 3. We're making use of this 3rd at the top, but we're going to strike the bottom note like this. So again, it's using our standard triads. We're going to shove that E up at the top, and we're going to strike these 2 first. Sorry, the bottom note first, and then on the 1, and then on the 2, we turn the wrist and we play the 5th and the 3rd like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's so inspiring to play as this one if you can get it. So for our chord progression, we have a C and then a G and an E. 1, 5, 6, and then G and the D and the B. 4, 5, 6. A and the E and the C. Have a look at what my left hand's doing. Okay, look at it. From here to turn. I'm applying that turn technique in the left. Yeah? coming on the 2. 6, 2 and the 5 maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can even condense that to just move on the 1 and the 4. So you get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would kind of feel a bit more 3-time. Okay, so that, left-hand pattern number 4. Let's move on to left-hand pattern number 5. This one is one of my personal favourites. Again, it's very Einaudi inspired. I love the 6/8 feel, and it's an extension really of pattern number 4. So if you've nailed pattern number 4, this is what we get. See that? So it's almost like we're separating these notes out. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So C, G, E, G, E, C, G, E, G, E, G, D, B, D, B, like this. A, E, C, E, C, and then F, C, A, C, A, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Really, really useful left-hand pattern, this one. With the right hand, sounds like this. 1, 3, 1, 2. You know, and I did that by accident there, but that sounds cool as well, right? Just playing that right hand on the 3. 1, 2, 3. So many more extension options to this left-hand pattern when you get into it, but that should be a really good start for you. I really hope you like that. Remember, you can take these and use them in so many different ways, and I suggest playing around with your own chord progressions first. Then, you know, that little C trick in the right will work with any chord progressions you like in the key of C. So create them, have at it, you know, get creative, and of course impress those friends and families of yours. So I'm currently in the middle of a bit of an overhaul really, about maybe getting some sheet music to you for these videos. So check down below in the info box for any updates on that. I'll be sure to update you later on. In the meantime, grab my best adult piano practice plan up here in the cards or down below in the info box. These patterns are perfect to slot into that plan. More from me soon, guys. Keep playing, stay creative, and of course, the most important thing, keep having fun. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. See ya.